what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater, and oh my god, I've been seeing this for the last couple of days. I've been seeing this goddamn thing floating around for the last couple of days. Deadpool 3 unlikely to happen at Marvel, says Rob Liefeld. Oh my god, guys, Rob Liefeld said something. Let's give it an effing article. Every time Rob Liefeld wipes his butt and talks about it, he gets headlines like this from not only IGN, but like Comic Book and a bunch of the other bottom feeders that are out there. Rob Liefeld doesn't know what's going on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He knows more than me, most likely. But I'm gonna talk about it because this is what I do. But no, all things considered, I think he's, I think it's I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb. Now it says here, Marvel Studios has zero plans to make Deadpool 3, according to Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld. In an interview, he was asked what the chances still are for a Deadpool X-Force movie now that the characters are under the Disney MCU umbrella, and his response was not encouraging, saying, "I don't know, here's what people don't want to hear, but thank God I'm a realist. I feel like Deadpool, the movies, they've set sail. We've got two brilliant movies. We live in a culture that always looks forward because that's all they're ever selling us is next, next, next. It's the fever." Which, look, on that front, yeah, he's right. On that front, he's right. It's like they're always selling us what's next. They're always trying to do it. That part doesn't ever change. That's real. He was on to say here, for me, as a fever calms down, people just need to calm down and realize that Deadpool 1 and 2 were released within 2 years of each other, and I just can't. I'm not really crazy about Marvel's plan right now. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. And he says here finally, know what their plan for Deadpool is right now? Goose egg, 0-0. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Like I said, every time he wipes his butt, he gets a headline like this. It's just kind of the nature of the beast is like that. Except the reality of it is, Disney did not drop $71.3 billion to get their hands on the Fox Entertainment assets. And in my, you could call it not so professional opinion, has to do with the fact that X-Men was a big part of that. Yes, Simpsons and the Fox assets, sure, Simpsons are a big one. I don't want to, not acknowledge Simpsons. But all things considered, it's really just that. It's a lot of the other stuff too. Mostly, I think X-Men. I think that property, tying it in, giving Kevin Feige all the toys, the highest grossing entertainment property in the world right now, has been for a long time, showing no signs of slowing down. Obviously, they're going to want that. So they paid a premium to get it. And so, yeah, there we go. But here's what I think is going on. I think what he found out was that he's not attached to the project. Feige is a bit of a control freak. We know that. He's got his ideas. Rob Liefeld just likes to run his mouth. And the dude is bad PR. I'll tell you what, Rob. I'll tell you what. Unblock me on Twitter and we'll talk. He blocked me because I said The Last Jedi was a bad movie. If you need to know everything you need to know about him, he blocked me because I said The Last Jedi was quote-unquote bunk. Bunk. B-U-N-K. That's what I said. But the guy, No, you're bunk. He's like, you're bunk, and then he blocked me, like a punk, like a can't draw feet punk. But let's talk about this right here, okay? This is something that popped up, like 11 days ago, saying here, Ryan Reynolds is saying that Deadpool 3 is a win for everyone involved. Gee, Ryan Reynolds, the star, the co-writer, the producer of the movie, is saying that it's a win. When Rob Liefeld's like, Marvel, yeah, guttural, just like that. Very guttural. He's a very guttural guy. That's how I interpret his text messages. But he says here that he's a huge fan of Marvel and its films and sees the Disney acquisition of Fox as a good thing. Probably because he spent so long dealing with Tom Rothman and that nonsense that he won't have that with Feige. Now, he says here, I'm a huge fan of Marvel and how they make their movies, Ryan told Total Film. So when Disney bought Fox, I only saw it as a good thing. Deadpool, hopefully being allowed to play in that sandbox, I think is just a win for everyone involved, but we'll certainly see. And he says here, it's all so new with it being over at Marvel now and, figuring out the ins and outs as much as I can and where I sit. And that was the thing. We know that Feige is allowing Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, and Ryan Reynolds to develop this Deadpool 3. Feige is allowing it. We know this. the writers have confirmed the R rating. Iger, when he was talking about the purchase of Fox, had said Deadpool is protected. Now, I did say at the time that that would only last until he was out as being CEO, and he ended it a little bit early than I had anticipated. I thought there would have been another Deadpool movie by the time he left, but hey, things happen. Life, fundamentally changed for a lot of things. But this is true. This is very true. They've said multiple times, and I don't think Bob Chapek is going to come in and start going, I don't want to see no R-rated Deadpool. I don't think so. I think Chapek's going to be like, can I keep my job, please? Thank you. Let Kevin Feige do his thing. That's what Iger's whole thing about Feige was, let him work. And Feige ain't stupid. He knows that people want the more adult-based content. He knows people like it. He wants to tell those stories. He does. He is bound to an extent by a corporate control that comes in from his boss, Alan Horn, and Bob Iger. Although, I've said for multiple years now that Alan Horn is just kind of there in name only in regards of being like the go-between for Feige and Iger. Alan Horn is, there's another guy there too whose name I forget. It doesn't even matter. So that's where we find ourselves right now. Is Rob Liefeld's all like, all right, Deadpool 3, that'll happen. But no, Reynolds just a couple days ago was like, no, it's a win for everyone, and they're developing it. We know they're developing it. Now, is it going to come out anytime soon? Hell if I know. Could be Phase 5, could be Phase 6. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to play in that sandbox or be its own alternate thing. We have no idea yet what's going to happen, and quite frankly, anything could. But Disney is in the business of making money. And given the situation with the pandemic, they've lost a lot of it. They've had $2 billion movies, potentially, have to be shelved for right now. And they were losing up to like $30 million a day. So at this point, I have a feeling Iger and Chapek are calling up Feige, and they're just like, fan service everything. Click. And part of that fan service would be bringing the Merc with the mouth back. So, Rob Liefeld just needs to stop pouting all over Twitter, and people like IGN and Comic Book and all those other websites need to stop giving him the time of day. He's just being a negative Nancy because he doesn't get to play in that sandbox. He doesn't. And that's pretty apparent. It's pretty easy to tell he doesn't get to play in that sandbox. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to what you guys have to say about this because your thoughts and opinions are more important than mine, to be fair. I will talk to you guys very soon. Please support the channel by hitting the like button. Smash it. Beat the crap out of it. Press it like you're drawing me like one of your French girls. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Hit that bell as well for subscribing. And then if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/Matt Jarbo. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again. And peace out.